Every national myth has a cost. For Brazil, the story of its accidental discovery by Portugal was a fiction, crafted to soften a planned conquest into a happy accident. But today, that lie has a very real price, paid by Brazilians in Portugal facing a bitter wave of xenophobia. This contemporary pain is the harvest of a 500-year-old power imbalance. So let's ask a question. What if history had been different? What if the first encounter between these two peoples had inverted the power dynamic we see today? Let's rewind to the year 1500. Pedro Álvares Cabral's voyage was no mistake. He was sent to claim the lands granted to Portugal by treaty. But in our new timeline, he doesn't find scattered, awestruck tribes. He finds a politically unified network of indigenous nations. Forewarned of Spanish intentions in the Caribbean, they see the Portuguese not as gods, but as what they are, agents of a foreign power trying to steal their land. The colonial project fails before it even begins. Faced with a superior, unified population, the few Portuguese who remain are assimilated. Their knowledge becomes a contribution, not a tool of domination. Without a colonial power to enforce it, the transatlantic slave trade never happens. Instead, a new, uniquely Brazilian identity emerges, born from the peaceful mixing of indigenous peoples, assimilated Portuguese, and later migrants who arrive as traders, not conquerors. This society is built on its own terms, not on the whims of a European court. It's a powerful, self-sufficient civilization, and eventually it turns its attention back to the small European nation that once tried to claim it. By the 18th century, this alternate Brazil is an economic and naval powerhouse. Its leaders, knowing the history of Cabral's failed mission, see the devastation of European colonialism elsewhere and decide to act. They launch a revolt against Portugal, not for independence, but for justice. Brazilian fleets blockade Lisbon, but they don't colonize. Instead, their auditors and administrators take control of Portugal's finances. It's not about cultural domination. It's about cold, hard, financial restitution. They systematically recover the value of resources extracted in those early days and dismantle Portugal's ability to ever become an empire. This thought experiment isn't just a fantasy. It's a mirror held up to our own reality. The imagined justice of this alternate timeline is born from the real-world frustrations of Brazilians in Portugal today who face bureaucratic walls and economic pressure. The comforting myth of an accidental discovery was designed to erase the violence of conquest. To understand the prejudice of today, we have to dismantle that lie and confront the unresolved history that still lingers between these two nations. The stories we tell about our origins are never innocent. Thanks for watching.